As you heal your heart and embrace your true value, you, dear Taurus, within the next 24 hours, a subtle shift may occur within the very foundation of your sanctuary, your home. You might feel a sudden need to step outside, perhaps seeking fresh air or a moment in nature, only to return and perceive your space with entirely new eyes, discovering a hidden layer of value or meaning. If you've been feeling a quiet restlessness beneath your usual calm, or if your senses are telling you something in your environment feels different, stay with me. This message will explore why you're picking up on these gentle tremors around you. An unexpected urge to move, a significant return to your center, and a treasure, both tangible and deeply internal, will illuminate a profound truth about your soul's need for authentic security and lasting beauty. Stay until the end, for what you're about to understand could redefine your perception of stability and self-worth. If your home, usually your ultimate comfort zone, suddenly feels slightly askew, as if a familiar object holds a new weight or the air carries a different texture, know that this is not mere imagination. It's the first sign of a deeper grounding. It begins right where you plant your roots. If, in recent days, you've noticed subtle shifts in your surroundings, a particular scent evoking a forgotten memory, or a beam of light hitting an object in a way that makes you pause, don't dismiss it. These sensations are not random. They are the whispers of your soul, nudging you to connect with what truly holds value for you. For a Taurus, home is more than just walls and a roof. It's the embodiment of your security, your comfort, your tangible connection to the world. Every texture, every carefully chosen item, every comfortable corner is a testament to your journey of building a stable life. Your soul chose this place, not just for its practicality, but because it mirrors your inner need for safety and beauty. Perhaps you've never considered that the sturdy chair you love carries the energetic imprint of resilience you've cultivated. Or maybe the kitchen table, where you share meals, absorbs the quiet strength and unspoken commitments that define your relationships. Each familiar step through your home guides you closer to your own solid core. If one day you feel an unexpected pull to step outside, perhaps just to feel the earth beneath your feet, or breathe in the scent of rain, do not resist. That's not instability. It's your soul, gently asking for space to reaffirm its foundations. Not everyone notices these subtle invitations, but you do, Taurus. You were born to sense, to appreciate, and to understand the tangible world in ways others overlook. The universe often communicates with you not through loud pronouncements, but through the quiet, solid presence of things, merging you and your environment into one grounded reality. In that stillness, if you've ever sensed something waiting to be acknowledged or built, you are correct. A shift towards deeper authenticity is imminent. A treasure lies not locked away, but in the moment you allow yourself to see your inherent worth. Sometimes our souls choose homes not because they are perfect symbols of success, but because they offer the exact friction needed to awaken what we must release to build a more authentic version of ourselves. If you've ever felt a persistent energy in your home, perhaps the echo of a past struggle for security, the weight of possessions you no longer love, or the comforting presence of ancestral strength, know that these energies are part of your story. They are here, grounding you, reminding you of your resilience, and whispering messages of true value that you can only perceive when your mind is calm and your senses are open. You may have experienced a fleeting moment when the evening light softened the lines of your room, bringing a sense of profound peace or unexpected melancholy. Those moments are not vague. They are affirmations that your living space shares this journey of finding security and beauty with you. If you've had days when you simply sat quietly at home, yet felt as though you were sinking deeper into your own being, you are not alone. Share that feeling, for another Taurus somewhere might need to hear it. Don't underestimate the power of shared stability. Subtle shifts in your foundation can herald the beginning of a new chapter where you no longer feel stuck, but begin to recognize the sacredness of your own grounded presence. When you courageously acknowledge what feels truly valuable, transformation begins, slowly and steadily. Perhaps you'll leave your home for a reason that feels practical, a work trip, visiting family, or seeking a specific comfort. This departure, however mundane it seems, will serve as a catalyst. Sometimes we need to step away from our familiar comforts to truly appreciate them, or to realize what aspects of them no longer serve our growth. When you return, dear Taurus, you won't return empty-handed. You'll bring back a renewed sense of what constitutes your true wealth, a gift from the universe itself. If you're ready to embrace this deepening, listen closely to your senses. The next door is quietly opening, revealing a path to more authentic security. The moment you release the fear of change and trust that everything unfolding has a purpose rooted in your growth, you'll find every signal you perceive is real. Everything is guiding you back to your core values. There are journeys that aren't about grand adventures, but about solidifying who you are. If you've felt a recent urge to simplify, to refine your space, or even to temporarily change your routine, understand that it is no coincidence. It's an invitation from the universe to reassess your foundations. For souls like you, Taurus, born to build, appreciate, and find comfort, not every step needs a dramatic reason. Often, shifts arise from a deep, internal knowing that something needs adjustment for long-term stability and pleasure. Your soul is yearning for solidity, seeking to rediscover itself through gentle yet profound recalibration. This could mean revisiting values you hold dear, reconnecting with nature, or simply spending quiet time appreciating the beauty around you. The destination or activity is not as important as the sense of groundedness you cultivate upon your return to center. There are times you might withdraw slightly, driven by a need for quiet or a desire to conserve your energy. During this retreat, you may uncover practical solutions, reaffirm your commitment to what truly matters, or rediscover simple pleasures buried beneath routine. Stepping back from the usual pace can be your soul's way of urging you to look again, to feel again, to remember why you value certain things or people. In astrology, the second house signifies your values, resources, and self-worth. For you, Taurus, journeys inward or small shifts outward often carry this essence. They are not just breaks, but assessments, a dialogue with your own sense of security and worth. You might undertake a change for practical reasons, improving your home, changing jobs for better security, or tending to your physical well-being. Yet, pay attention, for every improvement you make reflects an internal shift. Every beautiful object you cherish mirrors something within you seeking expression. Sometimes, the most significant growth isn't about acquiring more, but about learning to appreciate and value what you are, releasing attachment to superficial security, letting go of stubbornness that prevents growth, or shedding possessions that no longer bring genuine joy. I once knew a Taurus man content in his routine for decades, who suddenly felt his comfortable life was lacking meaning. He didn't make a drastic change, but slowly began incorporating small acts of creation, gardening, learning woodworking. He didn't move or change jobs, but he felt he'd arrived somewhere new within himself. Each plant tended, each piece of wood shaped, helped him reconnect with a deeper sense of purpose and value beyond mere stability. When he looked around his familiar home, it felt richer, infused with his own renewed creative energy. He was the same reliable man, but more vibrant, more grounded in authentic satisfaction. Taurus, if you find yourself at a similar point of quiet dissatisfaction, do not fear disrupting your peace. What lies ahead is not chaos, but a more deeply rooted version of yourself, still you, but more aware of your true worth, more connected to simple beauty, and more authentically secure. You may have to gently release a habit that offers false comfort, or reconsider a commitment that feels more like an obligation than a joy. You might choose a path of slow, deliberate change that others don't understand, but upon settling into it, you will carry clearer eyes, a more stable stance, and a heart enriched by the appreciation of genuine value. If this call to refine your foundations resonates, trust it. Trust that the universe understands your need for security and is guiding you towards a more authentic version of it. If you've ever experienced a shift that deepened your sense of inner value or connection to beauty, please share it in the comments. Your story might be the steadying presence another Taurus needs. One day, when you settle back into your center, the treasure waiting for you won't be just external comfort, but the internal realization of your own enduring worth. A gift belonging only to those who dare to cultivate their inner garden. After all the slow shifts, after every time you had to patiently cultivate change to rediscover your true value, there will come a moment of realization. You did not return empty-handed. Something has been growing for you, steadily, deeply, beautifully. But no, it's not necessarily about sudden windfalls or flashy acquisitions. The true treasure often manifests as a deep sense of inner peace, unshakable self-worth, or the tangible results of your patient efforts finally blooming. It could be the quiet satisfaction of a project completed, the comfort of a truly secure relationship, or recognition for your steady, reliable contribution. Do you recall the last time you invested time and energy into something patiently without demanding immediate results? You might have just seen it as doing what needed to be done, but the universe remembers your consistency. Your soul has never forgotten, and the reward you're about to receive is often born from the steady commitment you showed when it seemed unnoticed. I once heard of a Taurus woman who diligently cared for her small garden year after year, finding simple joy in it. One day, a neighbor, inspired by her dedication, offered her a significant opportunity related to horticulture, recognizing the quiet expertise she had cultivated. She wept, not just for the opportunity, but because she realized for the first time that her patient passion held tangible value recognized by the world. Your blessing may arrive in various forms: a sense of profound calm settling over you, a beautiful object finding its way to you, an opportunity that feels perfectly aligned with your values, or a relationship deepening into true, reliable partnership. Believe this: your treasure is manifesting, and nothing is random. Every act of patient building, every investment in genuine beauty and security will eventually bloom in the universe's own grounded way. In that moment, you'll understand that what you cultivate never truly disappears. It only grows steadily in unseen ways. When you stop forcing and simply allow, it arrives like a gentle sunrise, like the solid earth beneath your feet. You may find yourself sighing in relief, not out of exhaustion, but because you feel seen, valued, and secure, not just with material gifts, but with a deep sense of inner richness and peace. Have you ever received a reward stemming from your patience or steadfastness that you had almost forgotten? If so, share it with me and another Taurus who might find reassurance in your story. Your experience could rekindle faith in the power of steady effort for someone else. Always remember, not all that glitters is gold. Sometimes, tempting offers appear that might distract you from your authentic path. So, when a treasure presents itself, check in with your body, your gut. Ask yourself, does this feel truly solid? Will this enhance my long-term well-being and align with my core values? If the answer is a calm, grounded yes, open your hands to receive it. However, if something within you feels rushed or slightly off, take a patient step back. True value never brings unease. It arrives like a well-built foundation, solid, reliable, and perfectly timed. Dear Taurus, if you sense something solidifying, a deeper sense of peace, a tangible opportunity, or a confirmation of your worth, smile. You don't need to rush or strive, simply continue being patient, appreciative, and true to your values. The treasure is taking root. Blessings are settling into place, and all of this is because you've earned it through your steady presence. There exists a kind of wisdom that transcends logic, a knowing that doesn't require frantic proof. For you, Taurus, that is your grounded intuition, the innate sense of what feels right, stable, and truly valuable, bestowed upon you when your soul chose to experience this physical world. You don't need a complex reason to feel something is off or right. You simply need to feel it in your body, in your gut, and your soul will guide you. Your heart will know, and your senses will register what your mind might try to dismiss. I believe Taurus possesses one of the most embodied and reliable forms of intuition among the signs. Yet, the paradox is that this gut wisdom speaks most clearly when your mind is calm, not stubbornly fixed. When you cease resisting change simply because it's unfamiliar, when you stop insisting on the purely practical, and when you allow yourself to feel the energetic quality of a situation or person, that's when you begin to hear the steady hum of your soul, of nature, of truth. Not everyone who offers stability brings true security. Not all beautiful things hold lasting value, and not every comfortable situation supports your growth. But you possess something powerful, a living compass within your physical senses and gut feelings. When you heed it, it guides you towards solid ground. When you ignore it, life will use discomfort to remind you. Perhaps you once invested in something that looked good on paper, but your gut felt uneasy. Maybe you stayed in a comfortable situation long past its expiration date, ignoring a deep physical sense of stagnation. Time likely proved your instincts were right, yet perhaps only you remember the quiet internal battle, the one who endured, the one who stayed patient, and eventually chose authentic security. Taurus, you don't need to justify your gut feelings. You simply need to trust your internal barometer. If you're listening to this, perhaps the universe is reminding you to return to that innate wisdom. Believe in what feels solid and true, for truth often resides in quiet knowing. Sometimes warnings come not as alarms, but as physical sensations. A knot in your stomach, a feeling of heaviness, or a recurring sense of discomfort around certain people or environments. Do not dismiss these signs. They are the universe's way of saying, this foundation isn't sound. Intuition is not fear. It is the wisdom of your senses. When you're quiet enough to hear it, you'll avoid building on unstable ground. Have you ever trusted a gut feeling about a person's reliability or the soundness of a situation, even when others called you stubborn or resistant, only to find out your feeling was spot on? Share that story. Your experience might provide the necessary validation for another Taurus standing at a crossroads. If you're currently facing something your mind deems practical, but your body feels resistant or uneasy, take a pause. Ask yourself, what feels unstable or inauthentic here? Intuition doesn't bring regret. It only brings discomfort when you override it for too long. I understand that living by this inner knowing isn't always easy. It can make you seem slow to adapt or overly cautious. Yet it grants you the freedom to build a life that is truly nourishing, stable, and beautiful according to your standards, not compromising your well-being for external approval. Dear Taurus, if you find yourself in times that feel unsettling or uncertain, know that within that very disruption lies an opportunity to connect with a deeper, more unshakable sense of inner security, waiting for you to recognize it, not with anxious thoughts, but with grounded faith. When you move beyond stubborn resistance and dare to trust that quiet, inner knowing, you'll enter a realm of stability few ever truly cultivate, the realm of authentic self-worth. In this space, you'll no longer need external validation. Your inner sense of value will be enough. There are moments in life that seem mundane. Waking up in your familiar bed, tending to your plants, enjoying a quiet meal. Yet for you, Taurus, these may be the very moments when your soul whispers, "This is real, this is valuable, it's time to deepen this." Awakening doesn't always arrive with earthquakes or lightning. Sometimes it comes softly, like the scent of rain on dry earth, a feeling that cannot be rushed, yet makes you realize your priorities have subtly shifted. What you once clung to for security now feels less important. Relationships that felt merely comfortable become unsatisfying, and simple pleasures once overlooked begin to call to you. In astrology, the days when your second house, values, self-worth, resources, and fourth house, home, roots, emotional security, are activated, mark moments when the universe opens the gate of profound grounding for you, Taurus. Not everyone chooses to walk through that gate towards deeper authenticity, but you might, for your soul has been patiently waiting for this moment to build something lasting. Awakening is not an action, it's a settling. It's a quiet acknowledgement in the mirror. I no longer need external validation to feel secure. I am brave enough to cultivate my own inner wealth. You'll realize you no longer fear change if it leads to greater authenticity. You won't compromise your values just to maintain superficial harmony. You will no longer feel adrift as you begin to walk the path that feels truly solid underfoot. Dear Taurus, you don't need anyone to understand your pace. Awakening isn't about impressing others. It's about recognizing your own inherent worth, appreciating true beauty, and building patiently without resistance to your inner truth. Perhaps those around you won't notice your internal transformation. They will continue to expect the same predictable routine. But you will smile, not in defiance, but because you no longer need their approval to feel secure. You are becoming a different version of you, more grounded, more appreciative, freer within your own skin. You don't need to prove your worth, argue your choices, or persuade anyone. True value doesn't require advertisement. It simply needs to be lived authentically. If you feel everything is subtly shifting, if your heart is no longer content with superficial comforts, if you sense you're on the brink of establishing something more meaningful, yet quiet, do not doubt it. Believe that the change you're experiencing is a return to your core values, your true senses, to who you truly are before the world told you what security should look like. If you find yourself in this state of quiet recalibration, please share your experience. Let others know you are undergoing a steady transformation. For another Taurus may need to hear your story to feel less alone in their patient journey. You no longer live just for comfort. You no longer anchor yourself solely in the material. You are no longer confused between fleeting pleasure and lasting joy, as defined by someone else. You are living, perhaps for the first time, from your truly grounded self. Now, you have a choice. You can continue clinging to the familiar out of habit, or you can become the embodiment of authentic security and beauty. For Taurus, the most sacred aspect lies not just in possessions, but in the life you dare to build with an honest heart and appreciative senses. When you choose your true values, the entire universe conspires to support your foundation. If you've stayed with me until this moment, perhaps this is not just a message, it's a soul confirmation. A moment your grounded heart has patiently awaited to be reminded, reaffirmed, and to return to your center. You have listened to the subtle shifts, navigated the need to step back, only to return to the core of your being. You've opened up to receive blessings, not just from external sources, but from the seeds of patience and value you've quietly sown. You've bravely faced the discomfort of change and trusted your gut feelings, even when others urged you to stay put. Now, you stand on the threshold of a new version of yourself, stable enough to release old attachments, courageous enough to live by your true values in the present, and appreciative enough to receive the future as a beautiful unfolding. You are no longer the one who seeks security solely outside yourself. You are the one who cultivates it from within. This journey doesn't end here. It's a continuous process of building and appreciating. When you move forward from this message, everything you've felt should not just be comforting words, but fuel for real, grounded action or deeper appreciation. Gentle yet steady steps await you from this day forward. Let me know where you are on this journey. Do you feel a shift towards authentic value? Was there something in this message that resonated with your sense of security or beauty? Perhaps a particular moment made you pause and appreciate something simple, or a thought ignited a desire for deeper grounding. Whatever it is, I invite you to share it. Your reflections could be the steadying presence another Taurus needs. As you move forward, remember that every small, deliberate step counts. Embrace the shifts, however subtle they may seem. Each day presents an opportunity to align more closely with your core values and appreciate the beauty around you. You might find yourself drawn to simplifying your life, investing in quality over quantity, or spending more time in nature. Allow these impulses to guide you naturally. Trust that the universe is supporting your desire for authentic security and lasting joy. You may feel moments of resistance to change, and that's perfectly understandable for your nature. Every transformation involves navigating the tension between comfort and growth. When those feelings arise, take a deep breath, feel the earth beneath your feet, and remind yourself of the quiet strength you carry within. You are not being rushed. The universe honors your need for stability. Lean into your physical senses and gut feelings, for they are your compass during times of transition. As you begin to embrace this deeper chapter, consider establishing rituals that ground you and connect you to beauty. Whether it's tending a plant, preparing a nourishing meal with intention, taking time for sensual enjoyment, or simply sitting quietly and appreciating your surroundings, these practices can anchor you in your evolving journey. They serve as reminders of your progress and the richness of the path you are cultivating. And as you navigate this transformation, keep an eye out for tangible signs and synchronicities that confirm your path. The universe communicates with you in ways that feel solid and real. A perfect resource appearing when needed, a compliment on your steady nature, finding an object of beauty that speaks to your soul. These can hold messages that guide you. Be open to receiving these gifts. They are affirmations that you are building on solid ground. Throughout this process, don't forget to celebrate your progress, no matter how slow and steady it seems. Each step you take toward living your values deserves recognition. Acknowledge the courage it takes to choose authenticity over mere habit and to honor your need for true security and beauty. This celebration can be as simple as indulging in a favorite comfort, buying yourself flowers, or sharing your quiet successes with a trusted loved one. Remember, you are worthy of enjoyment and deep satisfaction. As this journey unfolds, you may also find that your relationships shift towards greater reliability and authenticity. Some connections may deepen based on shared values, while others might naturally fade if they lack substance. Trust that this is part of the natural process of building a solid support system. Surround yourself with those who appreciate your steadfast nature and inspire you to grow. And don't be afraid to set boundaries with relationships that drain your energy or compromise your values. It's essential to prioritize your peace and well-being. In this transformative phase, you might also discover new passions or interests that bring you simple, profound joy. Allow yourself the pleasure of exploring these avenues. Whether it's a new craft, appreciating art or music more deeply, connecting with nature, or learning a practical skill, these experiences can enrich your life and lead you to unexpected contentment. Embrace the satisfaction that comes with patient cultivation. It can open doors to lasting fulfillment. As you reflect on your journey, remember that growth for you is often a gradual process, like a tree strengthening its roots. There will be seasons of slow progress and seasons of quiet blooming. Be patient and gentle with yourself during this process. Understand that every feeling is valid and part of your journey toward deeper security. Allow yourself to feel, to process, and to release what no longer feels solid or true. This is how you create space for lasting value. As we conclude this message, I encourage you to carry this truth with you. You are a magnificent being, grounded and capable, filled with resilience and an appreciation for true beauty. Your journey is unique, and every steady step you take is a testament to your enduring strength. Embrace the changes ahead, for they are leading you back to your most authentic, secure self. You are worthy of deep peace, lasting love, and all of the genuine treasures life has to offer. If this message resonated with your Taurus heart, please consider sharing it with others who might benefit from its grounding energy. Together, we can create a community that values patience, authenticity, and true worth. Remember, you are not alone. Your steady presence is a gift to the world. Keep cultivating your inner garden, dear Taurus. The universe is waiting to reveal its abundant beauty to you.